Hello and welcome to Medieval Dynasty. Let's start a new game in the valley. Customize it. We're gonna max that out. Well, I don't know what was the 3. I'm gonna get rid of taxes. You know what? No, screw it. Let's just restore the defaults. We're gonna have no hunger, no thirst, and unlimited carry weight. And I think we'll leave everything else alone. Um, no poisoning. I don't want to deal with any of that bullshit. Yeah, we need to add fast crafting, fast building. We're gonna crank the XP multiplier and the technology gain. Close and armor durability loss, none. None. I hate durability loss. Max dynasty gain. Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I played a little bit of this when I first got it, but
I
not
used to
enough.
have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. I remembered a story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Soviet Danica. I don't know. Let's go see what's up.
It's easy to talk with me. I just don't like conversations about weather, dogs, animals, children, politics, work.
Those eyes, I didn't think I would see them again. One blue as the sky, the other black like a lump of coal. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. That's funny. My grandmother used to describe them exactly the same way. So you're not a ghost. Good. For a second there, I thought I lost it. But your eyes, you look just like him. Sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I'm new in these parts. Just arrived at the valley, actually. My name is Rasimir. I'm Wanda's son, aren't you? Lordan's nephew. What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his family separate. I don't think I understand. You will. Wait, what do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she is now, whatever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it! This world. I guess it can be as cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. It's okay they died so I could live, and I plan to make the best of this life that I can in order to honor their sacrifice.
Who didn't
Yeah,
trust
I
each
don't really
other.
want to talk about
So
that.
he always preferred to
We'll
sleep
go
with
with
the
number
door
one.
open.
That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would be proud hearing that. You mentioned my uncle Lordran. Jordan? I think that's an I, not now. Jordan? I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it. I'm the only one left? Oh no, that can't be what happened. Don't worry, he died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer, I can promise you that. So what should I do now? You are free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the Castellan to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take land free of charge. Well, you have to pay taxes to the king annually. But apart from that, you are free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least if you don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it, you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in building process. I'm sure you get the hang of it. Listen, when you build yourself a home, come back to Castovia to talk to my wife. We're gonna call her Dobby. She manages the tavern and ask her to feed you. You must be famished, and then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. That sounds like a plan to me. Collecting resources. All the basic resources can be collected in the wild. Just look around and reach out for them. Sticks are the easiest to find, but on the other hand, stones and herbs are much harder to spot. Move the cursor on the desired item until Its name is shown and collected. Resources are used for various purposes like building, crafting, healing, or eating. Okay, we can read all that later.
Well, damn, woman. Surely being a Castellan's harder than in keeping.
Okay. Get 10 sticks and 2 stone. Ten sticks. You know what? I am gonna customize the game. We're gonna crank out the build limit. And we're gonna make that 30. I just come what may. Okay. Craft the stone axe. Cut trees. Make wooden hammer. Get 32 straw. Alright, we'll go pick our freaking straw right now. This area is restricted. Is this one restricted? Yep. This one? Blocked. Go. Make a wooden hammer. Close your first tab. Technologies. You've earned enough technology points to unlock workshop. The more items you produce, the sooner you'll gain access to buildings, allowing you to craft better and more durable tools. Alright, let's see if we can build. Let's build our simple straw bottle. 66 sticks, 25 logs, 10 stone. Pickaxe. We only need 10 stone, so. Oh, that settles that. It looks like we're gonna make a stone pickaxe. 4 stone. Let's see here. Journal. Too bad we couldn't have that up there. That ain't what we need anyway. Alright, we need to craft. We're gonna craft this simple little wattle hut. Let me grab a pen and paper. We're just gonna build a little hut here to get the quest rolling, then we'll pick a spot in a while. Alright, we're a simple small wattle house. $25 logs. 10 stone. 32 straw. What we got? I need one more stone. Okay, let's build some more trees. You ever straw, you ever stone, you ever stick. I just need 26 more logs, or yeah, 6 more logs. Got a buddy that wants me to play this with him online. Okay, there's our logs. Now let's build our home down there by the road. If we're allowed to place it by the road here. Now, did we build that hammer? No, we never built that hammer. Okay, let's build our hammer here. This should have separated tools and weapons. Select the build mode, L2. Building The building hammer can be used in 3 different ways and enables you to build structures, repair them, or destroy unwanted ones. The mode is selected through the Select Build Mode menu while holding the hammer. I need logs. Usually people need to build a house or camp or craft a campfire. Sleeping is available between 7 and 6 a.m. If you choose to sleep, your character will wake up the next morning. Sleeping restores the amount of health proportional to the amount of time you slept. Going to sleep during season change will always result in waking up in your own house. Building area. And a bunch more logs. And chop down the 3 4 more trees. Well, some bitch still rolling. Here we go. Chapters. Chapters are a series of missions that appear at the beginning of the game and introduce you to the game's mechanics. It also assists you in initial stages of your new settlement's construction. Completing chapters allows you to unlock the next development stage, which determines the maximum limit of buildings you can construct. Oh, spiffy. Oh, baller. Okay. Put that away. Mm. Set a rabbit trap, make a wooden spear, stone knife, and hunt a wild animal. Toss the wooden spear, stone knife, set a trap for a rabbit. How the hell do we do that? I might have to look that up. What's the thing here? Um, I'm gonna look that up. Furniture, it's under furniture and decorations. I should have known by the campfire and the little trapper symbol there. Derp derp. There we go. Just pick some flowers and shit. Seems that we're not playing with durability. We'll go treasure hunter. The master construction. Don't know. Careful miner. Careful miner. We get 2 more points to spend. Mule. I'm playing with infinite carry weight, so it's not applicable. 10% slower stamina. That'd be a good one to take. We're not doing mining rate yet, so we'll go with that one. No hunting points yet. But we'll take that and that when we start getting points. We're back up now. Would be a good one. I turned off poisoning, I think. So we'll take that. 10% more health. Yeah, we'll crank that one out. We're not playing with food or water. High alcohol resistance. No, we'll get drunk. Water dancer, definitely. Athlete. And definitely take that. What do we got here? We only got 1 production point. Shit, we gotta burn 1. We'll take crafting knowledge again. That one I don't know. Diplomat 20% more dynasty rep points gained. Yeah, why not? Okay. Don't mind if we do. Let's see if we can't hit us a duck. No, sir. Alright, well, we'll go talk to Dobby.
Ow!
Oh, what can I help you with? Oh, there's an age gap there. Hi, you are Dobby, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Resimir. That's right, nice to meet you, Resimir. What brings you to me? Uh, Goss told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends on what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. Here you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say, really. I just arrived at the village looking for my uncle. Jordan didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, was Gost's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. It's okay, I don't even remember him. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. Lots of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Thank you for saying that. It's what I need to hear. But let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Goss for the first time. He had much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was part of him. Van left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Goss's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. No, not really. What are you implying? That I look old? Nothing of the sort. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else. Yet I can't imagine breathing without him. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking with you, Dobby. Every second of it. Yeah, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for a charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on. Don't try to be a hero. Sigh. Oh, man. Alright. Do something for me then. It won't be a handout. Just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jarog Niwa. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't gotten anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people when we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Goff asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me more stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thank you. Are you leaving so I can loot your place? Good one. Hit X to open the door. Oh, somebody see me type it. I'm up there. Somebody see me type it. Somebody see me type it. Where's your guy? There's an iron rifle in there. That might be a nighttime theft. Rasimir! Hey, Ghost. You're looking at me. You're looking at the proud house owner from the valley. I'm back comparing beers. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He's my best and truest friend. Brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jellenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still, it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did, doing the only thing I could do. Stealing. You were a thief. I was. And a bloody good one, if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right off your floor, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is a crime, buddy, no matter the motivation. I'd say you want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry. Please go on.
Oh, no more snowball fights. At least there's still
We
much.
had an annual festival at Yellenberg. It was brought a whole bunch of it always brought a whole bunch of outsiders. And you can imagine what it meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots. And then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt who was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd, like I did 1,000 times before child's play.
I'm
He
too old
gently
for
grabbed the
this.
pouch,
I'm too young for
giving a
that.
little
I'm
shimmy
sick of it
magic,
all.
and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always, and then wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight. And do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No, a smile, a big radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Just like that. Or wait, did you realize you were just trying to rob him, right? Of course you did. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever. Smartest man I ever known. Hands down, he could see the world like nobody else. Predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you? Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him, and he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at the moment. So we went, he took me to the most expensive, most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't even seem to care, though. In a matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being served by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was first time in Jellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a noble man, his manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged beer like it was a race, wiped the face with his sleeve, and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that, snapped his fingers. He went from the lord to the savage like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Resimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards, and it's two armed guards at its side, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force it yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan just holds his head up high and walks right in and demands the door to be opened. You were right. That all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan than me, than everybody in the pack. Wait, the pack? Oh dear, Russell, there's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more, and then some mead, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions, started making some frank and absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in some sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? It was the first time I even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high I couldn't fit a giant. It could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, it presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter, even years after. Needless to say, I left Gellenberg with him that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born, and 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I never had an adventure like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely. Tale for another time. I really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow. We can talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Ghost, for everything. Mm. We'll go check our trap. Why'd we take health damage? Did I fall on something? Alright, we should, um, I guess we ain't building another rabbit trap. That would've been too easy, man. Oh, that's pretty. Haunted animal. Oh, man. It's probably death sentence. If I remember right, there's wolves up here. Shit, I could have speared a crow. Damn it. That's a fucking plant. A fox hunting spot. Where are they? That one. No, that's a rabbit. There's two rabbits there. Shit. There was my spear down the damn hill. Got him. Oh, he's running away. Alright, let's talk to Goth some more. Hello, Rasamir. Are you getting settled? The valley is treating me nicely so far. That's wonderful, Rasamir, but you come at a poor time. My duties as Castellan await me. Of course, I understand. Is everything alright? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's, yeah, it's, I'm not sure to be honest. There's been a murder. Great, I mean, not for the deceased, obviously, but there's that excitement and mystery the valley has been lacking. Oh my. I thought things like that didn't happen here too often. Because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question the witnesses, and I honestly don't know what to expect. Remember, everybody lies. I'm sure you take care of the matter. Time will tell. Yes, even it will break. Jokes aside, Rasamir, that's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share more stories with you at the moment, but I believe there is someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us. The pack, I mean. Are you serious? And he lives here in the valley. That's right. All of them do, actually. Here, I've marked Sambor's house on the map. You should pay him a visit. Great. I'll go there right away. But beware, calling Sambor friendly is like being stung by a bee right in the tip of manhood. Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was part of the reminders, after all. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be on my way then. People management. In order to maintain a thriving settlement, inhabitants need to provide for their community by working. Villagers can be given a job by assigning them to a specific building when they're 18 years old or above. This can be set up in the management tab when workplaces are finally occupied. Production can be distributed in buildings tab by selecting a desired building and altering the amounts of goods the workers are going to craft. I wonder if I shouldn't go change
How are
the
all those
season.
candles lighting up by themselves?
Um, see, all that shit takes coin. We gotta hunt and get a bunch of coin going. Hello, Jarog. I've been sent by Dobby. For what? What for? I've heard that you are one of that supplies right at the tavern. Is that right? So, I'm sorry this is not a good moment. Are you always trying to change the rhyme special in some way? Give me, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just dealing with some personal issues. I didn't want to intrude, just wanted to ask about the Rise situation. Is everything alright? I don't want to bother you. You're not bothering me. I'm eager to listen. If you'd like that. Well, a long time ago I made a major mistake, and the consequences
You
of that
won't get
decision are
anything done
troubling
hoeing
now.
like
What
that.
kind of mistake? Marrying an idiot? Ah, I understand. Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating. Believe me, I'm not. How exactly does his doubtful intellectual prowess trouble you? Last night he was supposed to sell one of our cows in the market. I told him the price he should sell it for. We need the coins now more than ever, and can you guess what he comes back home with? Nothing. A handful of seeds that someone sold him were magical magic seeds. Can you imagine? Moron. Was there anything extraordinary about the seeds? They weren't even seeds, it was just a bunch of rabbit droppings. I'm going to lose my mind because of that man, I swear. I would love to say something uplifting right now, but damn, he really does sound foolish. Can I do something to help out? You, that's what I needed to hear. There's nothing for you to do, sweetie, but I do appreciate the offer. Letting me vent a little was more than enough already. It was a pleasure. Could you tell me more about that ride situation now? Unfortunately, we won't be able to provide the ride this time. The crops are all diseased and pretty much unusable. And if I didn't have enough problems already, but don't worry, I ordered a delivery rye from Rolanka. Rolanka? It should have been here yesterday, actually. I don't know what happened. Nadar usually is very prompt. Maybe you could go see him and check if everything is alright. That's what I'm going to do then. Take care. That's the cart guy. Right? Yep. That's a piece out there, man. Holy shit. I thought I turned the damn I thought I turned that on. Are we fast enough to punch a bunny? We're fast enough to punch a bunny. That's funny. We're fast enough to punch a rabbit. We'll have some coin in a little bit here. Let's go fishing. Out of stamina. We're not fast enough to punch a deer. Should we cross here? No, we shouldn't cross here. Hmm. That one's gone. Kaput. Is this where I want to cross? Nope. Well, technically, but we'll keep on going.
I'll crush your face! I will...
You dirty bitch.
What's wrong? Chicken? Chip, 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 chip.
Nope, but I got me a bow now. Just tell you plus 5 health. Need 3 of them. Okie doke. Quit. 5 out of 5. That's 3 and 3. The damage they do. 25 piercing damage. 35 pierce damage. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. Really don't mind if I do. Too bad you can't sleep there. Little areas, don't you? Set them all. Do I have any hunting experience? I have 1 point. Definitely maxing out steady hand after some time. Shit. Wagoner.
friend told me you can.
Nice to see a new face. Good luck.
Hello, what can I help you with? I was supposed to check up on the ride delivery that was supposed to go to Gustovia. Are there any setbacks? So he doesn't reach Gustovia? That's worrying. What happened? I sent one of my workers with the parcel yesterday. Should have been back here already. There were never any problems with this route before. Something must have gone wrong. I'm already involved with the situation, so I can go and try to find him. I've traveled here from Gustovia, but maybe I missed him somewhere on the way. Did you do it? That's extremely helpful. I hope that he's okay. Let's not waste any time then. What can I steal from y'all? 15 coin and firewood. Let's go. I'm a courier. I wonder if I should eat some plantains. It's just that I don't see him. That's a bad idea. That was a real bad idea. Let our stamina build back up a bit. Already robbed that on the way through. Are we in a search? We're in a search area. Okay. Now we're out of bounds. Let's run up here. Just a little ways. Well, oh shit. Yeah, it might have been a bobcat or something. Something that'll attack you. Yeah, I'm badly wounded. Damn, you sure are bleeding a lot. I've been attacked off. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. You're a mid-hours worker, aren't you? The one who was supposed to deliver the ride into Sylvia? That's right here. Take the parcel if you want. Just please, get some help. Take this. This should help with a bit of pain. I'm on my way. Try to keep pressure on the wound. Go back to Nadar. Oh man. Go back to Nadar. Damn, bro. And we fall the proof down. If we get jumped by a wolf. I want to check something quick here. 20 pierce damage plus the 35 from that. Oh, shields. Okay. Kind of acts like a shield. 40 slash damage, 25 slash damage, 25 pierce damage, 15 fortune damage. Okay, it does work like a mace. Good. Kind of low, but. I'm dirty. I don't know what's up with that. Like, obviously dirty, but I don't know how to remedy that yet. And he probably won't be willing to talk right away. Maybe though, because there's a quest tied to him.
Maybe I'll start. I've been sober since last autumn.
Alright, well, back to the hut. I remember that quest from when I was playing before. I don't actually remember how far I got. I I quit playing after a while. So that doesn't really make much of a difference. Where the heck are the morels? Oh, there they are. Derp. 2% poisoning. 1.5 food bill. Shit, I should have roasted them all, and I didn't. We're getting burnt. No, we can only sleep the craft. We can put it out.
What would you all do without me, you thirsty bastards?
Did someone order a ride? Let me check my list. Everlasting Youth, World Peace, Extinction Machines, Ride, yes. Here you go. Here you go, my beautiful lady. That's me, you know. You know, parting with a married woman is punishable by lashing. I was just. You're too easy. And you're horrible.
No more casting for the
Did you
lady.
find any problems on the way?
Last
None.
one
This
said I knew
specific
it
for you,
all.
but nothing big
I can
time.
still hear his voice
Adventure
in
like
my
me
head.
could not handle. I feel sorry for the sign dragon already. You should. There were werewolves. Definitely weren't happy about it. Here's your payment, conqueror of the simple errand. I bid you farewell as a wealthy man. In that case, take care, Dobby.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Travelers of this realm are drawn to the bonfires like moths. Myself included. Hello.
I heard someone has a quest for you there. Someone needs your help there. I heard someone has a quest for you there. You should go there. Supposedly there's someone in need of your assistance.
My favorite.
Finding a wife is the first step to securing your dynasty's survival. Teach yourself, move into your house and aid you in various tasks. One day she may provide you with an heir, but nothing comes easy. First you will have to win her heart. Remember that you can turn her.
Times of the year are parties between seasons. Good thing that only selected people are invited to those.
Talk to some more. Sambor? What do we got? Empathy sounds like it's a good one. Let's see that. Map now. Bro's way the hell up there. Well, we should go to my house, I guess.
It's Gustavia, not Gostovia.
We got.
I believe we haven't met before. Best goods in the valley. See you soon. Hello there. Best goods in the valley. Have a nice day.
Get our healing herbs. Oop. Sorry about that. Plug in my headset and my controller. I wonder if that bow is gonna fire break on me. Wonder if I can shoot a fish with the bow. I don't have no spears. Got him. Did I pick up a piece of fish? I did pick up a piece of roach. Ducks are a bit too hard to shoot at right now. Got him. Some meat from it. Let's get our axe torch out here. There's them. He decided to run away, the little bugger. There he is. Yeah, he's wrong. Damn it. We'll run this way. What the dude bros out? Oh, okay. It don't matter. That you can use it like a shield. Hey, boy, what's up? I think you lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Just wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering for crying out loud. Black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name is Resimir. You must be Sandborn then. And how do you know that? I was talking with Ghost. He told me that you were a part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack. The one with Ghost and Jordan. Oh, sorry. Maybe I made a mistake. I've never heard of this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry. We were called the Undying Fists. Oh my, that's so much worse. That's a whole lot better name. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Goss lied to you like that. I'm sure he was just jealous about your creativity. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the Pack's adventures altogether. How of course he was. And not only about that. It's an amazing coincidence because I love to spend my time telling you old tales of the crackling fire. Oh my, really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on. It will only take a moment. A moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like, and how did you become part of the Undying Fist? And, what did you exactly do? What did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did? You guys didn't get to that part yet. Alright, but be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right, it all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time. If I remember correctly, the clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could, but cleverness at such a young age always means two things, being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure, that's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots, but none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks, and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously he needed some coins. Came across the manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Managed to find some work there. A week of back-breaking labor had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. Shut up. Do you want me to finish? Where was I? Oh, right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he'd done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying, and all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly that buzzes too loudly? Both the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox, and fell to the ground stunned. And the lord's that few pathetic coins while doing so. If I may add, it wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with that came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite capable of fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Was always ambitious, but fueled him. Hatred fueled him like nothing before. What came later was me becoming bored with this conversation. Go away. No way, you can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Just shut up already. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here, grab this shovel and a piece of crap. But it will do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig some up some clay for me. I You have it? Here's all the clay you wanted. Will you finish the story now? Alright, alright. So as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much provided. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really, calm and steady breath. Eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest situations, but it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was natural. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. Came up with a plan so immediately moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sell him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman, the finest of fabrics, silk and thread, you name it, horrendously expensive. How did he manage to afford it? It's simple. He didn't pay for it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief, not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he traveled to the castle of the king of the realm and entered it. Okay. Now I know you're making this all up, but it's simply impossible. Ah, you're absolutely right. It is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off, but Jordan, he just walked right in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him do it 100 times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through this plan, which was betting his wife. The king's wife? So the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Exactly that. You were right. That's the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still didn't get it. What worked? What was he accomplishing by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside. He told the queen he'd be right back with some refreshments, and he went to the one of the king's garden, told him that he saw the queen with the company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed and witnessed the queen naked in bed with the man's clothes right next to her. A loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king, who you can probably imagine became furious, to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife, that he would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding the beautiful mare he borrowed from the stable into the sunset. I still don't get it, man. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was one thing Jordan was left behind, except for his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen, his name. Not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was the Lord of the Orchards. Precisely. Now you get it. Ha ha ha. Haha, that's incredible. The Lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be Jordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon, where he spent all the days he had left. Jordan was amazing. All that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was cruel, merciless, brute. He mistreated all of his subjects. Kills for fun, rapes for sport. People used to call him Laundry Man because of one of his savages was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. Oda needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncanny perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with two different eyes. You have to be kidding me. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself, so he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He is still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? It's easy. For one, the tailor, another for the stableman. He took the horse run, and the last one for himself. The exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you, Jordan wasn't a thief. And that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So nothing of that may be true at all, ha ha ha. But that's just how it is with Jordan. Or that's just how it was with Jordan. Now I understand what you were talking about. He doesn't really seem surreal. Yeah, I was wondering if he actually was mortal many times. Well, now we know. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. Oh, I thought it would be obvious now that day Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites that were scattered all around the world, dreading life and dignity from the hard-working simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them to some extent at least. So that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupt lords and giving back to the community. Sounds like a hero, a true hero, a Robin Hood. Well, it wasn't like, yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Goss. That Rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't, and then they needed someone with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, and integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance, and finally the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yes, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody. So it's time for you to go, and preferably don't come back ever. It was a great pleasure and a true honor. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now, and in return for giving away deliver this delicious meal to you, Ghost. It's his favorite, a knuckle sandwich. Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir, of course, sir. I'm on my way, sir. Are you going in your domicile? 'Cause I am. Hmm. Damn, son. I wonder. I wonder here. Oh, that worked awfully. We're gonna have to start doing that. Get a quick save in.
I wish I could sell my knees and buy some new ones. fool you. He really is an idiot.
He did tell me about my uncle, though, the story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by that. I swear he went for over a year without speaking a single word, but when we were sitting by the fire, he remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud, and began his tale from a total mute to the master of ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping, it was hard not to listen. He even did voices, but after finishing, he became silent again. I never fully understood that side of him. A theater genius trapped in the body of a bear wrestler. He actually asked me to give you something. Really? And what was that? A knuckle sandwich? Yeah, that sounds exactly like Sam, boy. Are you going to deliver? Can't. I'm afraid that I was lost somewhere on the way. Do you want me to? Oh, sure. I love people punching me in the face and the eyes. No, I'm known for it. Would you be kind to do it for free, though? I'm all out of my being punched in the face budget. Okay, you're joking. I started worrying there for a second. Don't. Simcore just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks,
Maybe interregnum
I'll
isn't
tell
such
him
a
you
bad
knocked
thing
me out
after all.
cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Simcore tell you about him becoming part of the pack? He said that you were looking for the best to recruit and that he was an obvious choice. Yeah, that seems like something he would say. Well, he was totally full of crap. It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know, though. We did recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Jordan did. But that wasn't a matter of choice. When Jordan and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly, too easy even. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on our fresh faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the vendors. Bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling a living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Please don't say it. Slavery was strictly forbidden in the realm. The queen was adamant about that. Well, the vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle, mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for their poor little rations they were being given in the damn dungeon they were held in. The guilds preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases and they didn't tend to wounds. I think I'm going to be sick. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages. Survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the least fortunate. It was simply horrible. If you asked me, all of the damn guild deserved a cruel and slow death, but that wasn't how we operated. Jordan made it very clear from day one we were never to take a life, and that was the most important of the rules. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriages full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads low, mourning. The despair in the evening was even more poisonous than the stench of the rotting flesh. And in all that, we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. We were caught by the mercenaries who brought us to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place even had a worse room hidden inside it. Unbelievable. The vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they set their worst torture right away. I was horror struck, truly petrified. Could barely breathe. Jordan didn't say a word. He just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realized he wanted me to be calm as well, but I couldn't. He went first. The torture strapped her into the chair and started swinging. His fists were like anvils. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Jordan's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was his smile. It was one of the many times I wondered if he was even human. The torturer quickly realized that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen and went to grab his blades. That's when Jordan started talking. He was making him offers one after another, but the torturer just kept carving his torso like he was prepping a steak to be grilled, and there was much blood. I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out just to run away from all of that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. That's horrible. Suddenly, the torturer stopped, looked at me, back at Jordan. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Jordan just nodded, so he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us. Even they were terrified of that guy. We managed to get out in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Jordan's wound wouldn't heal for weeks, and even after that he was scarred so badly it looked like he had chainmail stitched to his skin. But we had escaped death, and its emissary became one of us.
My favorite times of the year are the
I have no
parties
words.
between
I'm sorry
seasons.
this happened to
Good
you.
thing that
Now I
only
understand
selected
why you
people
didn't want to
qualify
tell
for
the truth.
those.
It sounds absolutely horrid. To be honest, the nightmares of that night never stopped. How could you want a person like that amongst your troop? You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. So why didn't you blow him up? It's simple. Jordan made a deal with him, promised him the only thing that mattered to that brute, which was money. A whole lot more than what the guild was paying him, and a cut from every heist that we did. But you couldn't just pay him off or run away. That's not the way Jordan did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Sambor wasn't evil in his nature. He was just a true soldier. Did what was asked of him. Jordan spent hours talking with him, explaining the rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them, not once. That's incredible. Your lives, I mean. I don't think I would be able to handle all of that. Honestly, I hope you will never have to. I've been
Sometimes
through a lot,
feeling the
and
whole
after
world
all these
freezes for
years,
a moment.
the thing I wish
Somebody pulls
you the
out.
most is to have a boring, steady life. I'm not the type of person to get bored. There's always something to do. Compared to your stories, boring life sounds pleasant. I'm glad to hear that. Then my next request won't be boring to you at all. Sure thing. What do you need? I need you to go to Barlow, find Ida, and get my sight back from her. Oh, you need it for the. I have no idea what you're talking about. Beheading? Excuse me, do you think I'm an executioner? And on top of that, do you think people are getting decapitated with slice? Or I think it would be best to get on my way tomorrow. Take care. Uh,
Maybe I should just leave it all and become a bandit.
Alright. I'm gonna leave it off here. Probably go play something else.
I think my
I
hair
like the
is
story so
losing
far.
hair.
It's pretty good.